So today we're going to look at automating emails as much as possible. One of the big bugbears I have in life is that I'm addicted to email. I love checking my emails, and it really takes up a lot of my time because most of the emails I get are absolute rubbish. They're not stuff I don't need to read. So what I'm trying to build here is basically an email categorizer that notifies me via text whether or not I need to actually look at my email and check a particular email. The way I've set this one up is it's so if I get an email that I would categorize as a client email, an email from a client about one of the services I offer, like AI automation, web design, lead generation, that it will automatically text me that I've got a new email about something important instead of me searching through tons of mailing list emails that are absolutely pointless and I really don't need to see. So let's talk through how this one actually works. So firstly, what we do is we get, in this case, I'm using Gmail. I'm using one of my dummy Gmail accounts, basically, that is required to obviously get emails about different clients. I've forwarded some pretend client emails to that email address. One of the really useful features of Make is that we can actually choose where to start in our automation, basically. So I'm going to choose an email. It gives me the option to choose which email we want to use first. So I'll select the first email. The good thing is that the tooling pre-populates the whole lot. A lot of these are kind of not relevant. Let's find one. Okay, so here's the one that I wanted to check out. Let's just check that's the right one. That'll do. Actually, let's make that a bit bigger and just check I've got the right one. I can't, but let's take our chances on it. Okay, so we'll start from there. I need to move this out of the way. Okay, let's make that a bit bigger again. Okay, so we'll run it just the one time and you'll see what happens. So I've got my phone here. So assuming this is, I have actually picked out a client email, we should get a text to my phone. So we'll run it once. This one will pick out two different emails. I've set the iterations to 2. I'll talk through what we're doing here with our messaging and assistant in a moment. So we should get a text in just a moment. Yep, there we go. We've got a text there. Oh, make that a bit closer to the screen. Got a text. And let's see. Actually, there must have been 2 client emails. So I've actually got 2 texts. Okay, it's actually picked out one that's not a client email. But basically, let's have a look at the AI and see if we can figure out why it did that. So what I've done here is used an OpenAI assistants, which is something I actually haven't used before, but basically you can create these kind of custom assistants that will do things for you. You can call them obviously by API. You can do things like give them instructions as to what they need to actually process. Okay, so I've modestly called this one Email King. I've got instructions here. You're a helpful assistant who categorizes new emails into one of 3 different categories. Categories are client email, mailing list emails, things like your standard mailing list stuff, or unknown. Really, what we should have happened there, we processed 2 emails. I got one text which was correct. The other one should have gone to unknown. I'm not sure why it didn't. I think probably because I haven't given it enough instructions as to what it needs to do. Okay, so the first type of email is a client email, is from another human that is requesting help with a web, IT, or lead generation service. Type 2 is a mailing list email, and type 3 is one that doesn't fit into the other 2 categories above. Now, realistically, what I need to do is give it a few examples, and that's probably why it's actually failed in this particular case. Unfortunately, Murphy's Law up until now had been functioning really well, but when we actually do it in a live video, well, sorry, it's not a live video, but in a video, it didn't work. But anyway, you could do some examples of body texts of emails that you get, and you can put these under the different categories, being type 1 client email, type 2 mailing list email, type 3 unknown. That would give ChatGPT more idea about how you want them categorized. What we'll also see is that If we go back to make.com, okay, so that we're calling the assistant here. Let's have a look. Just wait for him to hurry up. Okay, still just waiting for the tooling. Okay, so here we've selected our assistants, chosen role as user. Please categorize the email with this subject being subject of the original email, and this text content being the text content of the email itself. What that actually looks like is, let's have a look. Oh, operation one. Okay. In fact, I might not leave that. That's actually a client email. Okay. Okay, here's the results for the one that actually failed. This would be categorized as a client email, attention required. I actually disagree with that, but anyway, we'll work on that perhaps in a future video. It just says report ID. I think that's probably what's turned it off, and there's actually no text there, so that's probably what's caused the issue. We'll go back. They've labeled both as client emails. So in Gmail, you're able to actually label and categorize for different emails. Let's have a look at that. Importantly, we've filtered these to be only ones that are classified as client email. But I'll show you that in just a moment after we have a look at this. Okay, so Gmail message ID. This is a particular label we can choose to add in Gmail. I actually typed these into Gmail myself, so I've created these myself, and make.com is good enough to actually pick them out and get them categorized for you. So that's how it categorizes it. We'll have a look at the filter that actually is actually what stops all email types going up here. Let's have a look. So this result, let's have a look at the actual filter. No, it's not going to let me do that. Here's the filter here. Okay, so if the result contains clients, which it does, it will go up this branch up to labeling it as a client email, and I'll show you the text message in just a moment. The second branch here, escape, delete. Second, this one here, no. This one gets a category type mailing list, which would have come out of the output of the assistance. And the third one, this one comes up as unknown. Result contains unknown. Case insensitive is actually very important as well, because it's hard to predict. Well, you could refine it, but it's hard to predict what ChatGPT assistant is actually going to reply to you being case sensitive or case insensitive. In other words, capitals or non-capitals. So now, because these two emails have been categorized as being important client ones, we are using, let's have a look. In fact, I won't show you this, basically, because it has my phone number in it, unfortunately. But basically, Twilio, this is a Twilio module. Basically, if you set up a Twilio account, you can actually do it with a trial account, so you don't need to actually spend any money to test it out. But basically, this module allows you to text message, which we saw a moment ago on my phone, and you can send perhaps the subject line of your client email and say this client has messaged you, and check it out, basically. So that really removes the need for you to check emails constantly each day, because when you get an important email, ChatGPT should be able to pick out and tell you when you have one and text it through to you using this automation. Unfortunately, ChatGPT in this case has picked out one that's not a client email, but if you actually refine our assistance, we'd actually be able to get it to the point where it completely worked every time without too much trouble. Okay, so that's it for me. Thanks very much.